Well, it's Homebrew Wednesday. Again. The beer nearly never got bottled. The brew porn nearly never got delivered. Well, there is another story. Let's just say some of the brew shiny brew porn that is shiny. Ooh, even comes in a rubber wrapper. They fucked up again. Only a partial fuck up. Instead of receiving something I hadn't ordered whatsoever, they replaced it with exactly the same thing, but with two of the items I did order. So, it's a 66% improvement. More on that shortly. I need a drink. So we'll try. Ooh, I think all the yeast is just lifted out the bottom, or the pumpkin, I believe this is. Micks. Ooh, fruity. Micks pumpkin cider. Smells a bit. Ooh. I think half the pumpkin just came out in there. Big chunky bit of pumpkin or yeast. That just riz from the deep straight out the bottom of the little crease in the bottle. So I haven't really got to worry too much about the yeast coming up because it already got gushed straight up. It's like a fruit cocktail now. Yeah, you can't quite get the angle. It's round there. It's alive! Here you go. Wait, dog. Clean up. It's a bit of pumpkin flesh. Let's give it quite a fruity aroma. Don't know whether you put any hops in this. I didn't get full rundown. This was our late night beer exchange from the other week. Get the little cider note actually. Cider flavour, a little bit of fruit, slight orangey passion fruit smell on the nose. Not overly bitter. It's almost a neutral taste, and then you get the apple bitterness as it's going back down. And a little bit of fruity ting on the front. I don't know what the punch is. Doesn't say. Doesn't feel too big. Definitely more of the passion fruit coming through. Yes. So they fucked up again. They sent me exactly the same 35 litre stainless steel brew bucket. Basically, imagine this in stainless steel. It's not what I ordered. And the order numbers aren't close, but for some reason someone in the warehouse picked that and sent that to me. And they forgot to send the other items. So after a few phone calls and pissing about over the weekend, they promised me faithfully that I would have my delivery Monday. And it did not fail. They gave me a delivery on Monday, replacing the same incorrect item with the very same incorrect bleeding item. But I did get 2 of the 3 items I ordered. More on the other farce shortly. I ordered a stainless steel mash paddle, which is pretty much identical to one of those plastic mash paddles, you know, them in plastic. But this one is in stainless steel. I hadn't really looked for them or noticed them before, but as I was flicking through the book, and I thought, well, for the price I can get it for, a Norfolk Hillbilly price, we'll have a go. So yeah, nothing to write home about really, but I don't know what other types of mash paddle. I was going to look at buying one of the baker's ones, but they tend to have, the arms are a wee bit too long for dough mashing, and they don't have any holes in them, so obviously they're a lot more resistant. I did think about utilising the spare from a keg, as I have quite a few of those, or will have. Then just getting a steel plate and doing that. And I've got to change my gas, I've got to sort my welder out, I've got to hook the stainless out. Too much grief. So I went for that. And I also went for something else. Something else comes with that. Can you guess what it is yet? Oh dear. Are you on the edge of your seats? Is this the EastEnders tum 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 moment? It also came with them. Aluminium, or aluminum if you're in America. They go on the bottom. They go on the flap. And it came with that. Getting warmer. Are you guessing what it is yet? Just check the dog's not in the way of the box. It is one of them. You can't see it in the dark. There you go. Roller mill. Still not working very well, is it? How about that for a tension breaker? Now I tracked myself to my very own roller mill. Disillusioned with the price that the better ones are. I know, you know, you get what you pay for, but there doesn't seem to be a gap between the sort of 80 to £120 ones. They all seem to basically be exactly the same mill, and vary from sort of £80 off eBay for the Chinese ones that are being sold by Dutch homebrew stores through eBay or direct from Europe. And I think the homebrew, one of the brew shop, I don't know what they're called now. But this one's come on the market a little while ago, and this one is cog driven. You know, normally only the roller is driven by the hand crank or the drill adapter in this case that you get with it, so they're putting the money with that. They're putting the money where the mouth is and saying it can actually be run by a drill, and supplying the said adapter with a hex shaft to hook to your drill. What it does is this one runs through the other side, and there are two cast iron cog wheels, two gear wheels. So both rollers are driven off of the one shaft. Normally the other one is free running and only moves when you've got the grain passing through the roller. Retail is £100. It is the Bulldog malt mill. Haven't tried it yet. I'm going to change the base. I think the catalogue picture shows it on like an MDF one, like the American style ones, but they come with a slightly more cheaper, softer pine jobby. And then the aluminium pieces obviously screw across here, which they didn't supply the screws for. But having said they didn't supply the screws for, they also forgot to put the lock nuts on the roller adjusters. And there was a couple of these missing out the pack. They may have fell out the box because there was a couple of bits. I did phone Hambleton Bard and let them know of my disapproval, and I don't know what they're doing, not much, but we've got to get past the other issue first. So yes, you can hook that on. See, whoops, let's try it that way. That's easier, isn't it? Oh, let there be light. God, this is a naff video. I can't see. Anyway, yes, see, forward reverse, both rollers move. Whether that makes a hell of a lot of difference or not, I don't know. Might help crush slightly harder grains rather than the rollers jamming. Yeah. So again, I didn't pay £100 for it. What I did pay for it is yet to be seen. After I complain. But I don't know what the other ones are like. I had feedback from Dominic when he bought one of the other ones that I was going to buy. But this one comes in a little bit cheaper than the £79. Well, yeah, a little bit. A good bit. A significant amount, shall we say. But we still have one item stuck in transit, shall we say. As after I phoned them up Monday to say they'd fucked up yet again, they faithfully promised to resolve the issue and post me the correct item. Today I got a phone call, or my boss's wife got a phone call, saying that it had a phone call from the courier's hub, and there was, the packaging had split open and there was exposed metal showing through the cardboard, so they were not prepared to continue its journey from the hub down to me. They would send it from the hub back to them. Now I said, well, in fairness, if they could send it back to you, they could really send it to me, but then if it does get damaged in the remaining journey, it's got to go all the way back again, and I'm going to be even more pissed off than I already am, topping on the cake to receive the item and then have it friggin' dented. So today they faithfully promised me they will double box this one and get it dispatched today stroke tomorrow, so it should be with me Friday. So you never know, next week this story will continue as to what happens, because I don't have a clue. And I don't think they do either. And I think the people that work in the warehouse haven't actually got a clue about homebrew stuff, which is why they keep sending the wrong item. Tip for anyone that runs a homebrew warehouse: get people that actually know about the products they're selling. And then we could say that about Screwfix as well when they hire a 12-year-old. Yeah, so good news, bad news on the brew porn. Yes, this was some of the brew porn, bit of an anticlimax now. A stainless steel mash paddle and a malt mill, which I am chuffed about, but it has been a bit of grief. But the grief is offset by the Norfolk Hillbilly price. It's alright, I won't choke. I'll Heimlich manoeuvre myself. Anyway, my brews, yes. So I have 43 bottles of triple takes. Some are in Pets, some are in straight German, and some are in swing top German. It ended up being in the fermenter a week longer than it really needed to be. Just simply I run out of time with my lifestyle and the things that go on around it. And that day I said to my wife, Sandy, I must bottle the beer no matter what. If not, I might as well pour it down the frigging drain, because there's going to be another week sitting in the fermenter before I get a chance to do it. And I went down to my shed, got the bottles, sorted out enough bottles to do the brew, and it's got damp in there, a bit mouldy, so there was more effort and grief in cleaning them to get them all done. And then I got that batch done. I went straight on and done the Pilsner kit as well, which is bottled up in 330s. Most of it anyway. There's a few Pets on there as well, and whatever bottles I could muster up, because I don't seem to have a lot of these smaller 330s now, because I sent most of them off on the SJ. First beer, Cantina wine kit, Wilco's Pilsner kit. Right, started at 1084, finished at 1020. I tested it again before I bottled it. It was still 1020, which rocks out at 8.4%. Short brewing the Pilsner kit and add in Munich malt, some crystal malt, What else did I put in it? It's 500 grams of DME, 500 grams of dextrose. I was hoping it was going to get below 1020, but with the heat and cold issues, whether that the yeast went on strike and that's it, I don't know. Hopefully there's still enough viability to carb these up. Let's have a go. No, the pet bottles are still soft. Could be another flat beer. Anyway, that's coming out at 8.4%. The triple tykes, I seem to have the same problem that everyone else has had with it, which I think obviously says something about the kit and the yeast. Just does not eat enough of the fermental. That finished at 10.20 last week. I left it another week. It's dropped to 10.18. They say if it sticks after 3 days, bottle it. That's 4.73% that's coming out at. That started off at I think 10.54, finished at 10.18, so that's going to be 4.7% plus the little extra you get out of the re-fermentation of the bottle. First opinion on that, really, the hop flavour that I detected, or the hop aroma I detected when I put the malt kit in the bin, didn't seem to be there after fermentation. No off smells, just a kitty smell, more of a kit litter than kit beer. Not a good smell, not an off smell though, just a kitty beer, a really sort of yeasty smell. Could be, I mean they both smelt like it. This room stunk afterwards till I got the fermenting bins out of the way. Yeah, it came across to me initially trying the trial jar, very bitter, but hop bitterness. But whether that's from the bitterness that's obviously in the kit or whether that was the hop tea bag, I don't know. The Pilsner kit, I didn't put any extras in that. That is quite sweet, more along the lines of some Belgian beers, the sweeter ones, not anything specific. It's not as dry as say like a Leaf A triple or something like that. At the minute, I don't know until it tries the bottle. I can't remember what yeast it was. A Gervinale yeast I think I used. Maybe I should have used a US-05. That would have dried it up more. But it was just purely, you know, chuck a kit in, have a play and see what comes out. And try and get a strong beer out of it for Christmas, say. It'll either be a strong beer that's sweet and malty, or it'll be a flat, sweet and malty strong beer. Who knows? Anyway, that's what happened with the beers. Time-wise, I just can't seem to nail anything down at the minute. With, I mean, at the moment I'm working till 6, getting home, cooking tea, feeding the dogs, sorting out the dishwasher, sitting down, turning the computer on. It's 7:30. I'm usually falling asleep by 9:30, waking up and staying up till 2, then going to bed. You know how it is. But one more thing. I managed, in between the palaver with this, the builder who'd done some of the work also does some private work, and he happened to mention he'd got a fridge, quite a big one. More on that later. But several years ago he used to be a pub refitter for Wetherspoons. And he knows I'm into beer, hence he offered me the fridge. While I was round his having a look at this fridge, he said, "I've got something you can have. Here." Oops, caught around me light. "Have this." "Okay, I don't mind if I do. I'll take it off your hands." He says, "Well, I don't want nothing for it, you can have it." "Okay." You know, yeah. Would I say no to something shiny? I do need the little bit that goes on the end, if anyone knows where I can get a lager nozzle, nipple, tap thing. But yeah. So now we've got 3 of the bloody things. Oh well, I have to get 3 corny kegs now, won't I? Yeah. More on the beer fridge in another video. That's our thump, 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 thump. It's a fridge like no other. Right, yeah, so malt mill will be tried at some future point. Oh, it says to put, I think there's a bit like, because I know most of them, a couple of 100 grams, 200 grams of uncrushed grain through it and discard, you know, just to clean any burrs off them, the knurling of the rollers. But I think I'll chuck half a pound in. It recommends 200 RPM on a drill speed. It is in a bronze bush, so we'll see how we go with that. Because obviously, if you remember from a few weeks ago, I did pick up a couple of low geared motors, so maybe in a future project there will be motorising of the mill, either direct drive or pulley drive. Depends on what I turn up or find in my sheds. Right, cheers to Mick for this fruity cider. And see you all, that's it, next week. Cheers.